Here I am in the sunshine in winter, and I want to talk to you about the lone wolf energy. It's coming up right now. This is a Cancer full moon. It's a wolf moon. It's the first full moon in January. So I have been walking around this sacred land. I'm actually in a place you might recognize at the moment with this monument behind me. How can I find it? Oh my goodness. Oh, there it is. There it is. There it is. There we are. There we are. Yep, I'm on the sacred Isle of Avalon. That is correct. It's part of my heritage, part of who I am. It's where I was born. I was born on the ley lines, the dragon lines that connects right through into the heart of Glastonbury here, a bit further east in England. So I'm here at the moment, and I've been walking around today, and I thought I would share some current wisdom energy. From a place of deep insight. Anybody who knows me or has worked with me, they know how real and deep I get into things, because that essentially is how we get the transformation. You get the transformation from diving deep into the truth, finding the truth, gathering the pearls. My question is, so where are the pearls for this winter? Where are the pearls? So I'm just going to take a little seat here. Oh, here you go, you can see the tour behind me. And I'm just going to talk in to this energy and why I'm talking about the lone wolf. I've been walking around here for the last few hours and just seeing what emerges, and this is also a really beautiful way to see what your soul wants to speak through you at this time, going out, connecting into nature, and going a bit deeper than just going out and having a nice walk. It's like, go out and be with the stillness, the peace, what arises, what is coming through your brain, your head, like what is happening. And going on a long walk is like really potent way of cleaning out some of the garbage that is not needed in that space, and connecting more deeply into the heart and the frequencies of the heart. So why do I want to talk about the lone wolf today? Well, I want to talk about the lone wolf because we're in this wolf moon, this Cancer full moon, and it's not just today, it's this energy, that's going to be with us for a while. It's like, how are you nurturing yourself in this time of deep winter? How are you truly nurturing yourself and your soul at this time? And what is calling you to nurture yourself at this time? And if you have been on a really powerful soul journey, if you have gone through breakdown, breakthrough, if you have gone through things like recognizing that you've had narcissistic abuse in your life, most of your life, and you're now on the path to recovering from that, like I am, in reclaiming those parts of your soul that make you, you may have had to go on a long journey, a soul journey, a lone wolf journey, because ultimately we have to do it ourselves. We have to move into this great sense of leadership ourselves. Nobody else can do it for us, but we do need others around us. We do need that support. And who can support us? Well, I'm here to support you and saying, hey, I see you. Don't worry, you're doing great. Because if people haven't been through it, they don't know, and they cannot support you. And so then it can be very lonely. So there's like this, that you're on the path, that you're doing this profound work. And sometimes when you reach out, I've done this, I've tried to reach out to people and tell people about it or want some kind of sharing, and there's been nobody there. And then you realize, oh my goodness, I'm doing this on my own. And it can be extraordinarily lonely. And I know that people who are on this like really, really deep, profound journey right now, that is actually bridging us into the new reality. Like, this is the way. Everybody has their own way to go through it, but this is the way. It's like going through, taking the journey, taking that soul journey. That is what is going to get you into this so-called new earth reality, fifth dimension and above, or whatever it is, that you've come here to do. You're only going to get there by taking the journey. And so daring to walk on that solo path is really, really profound. And so in this time and space right now, this where I'm getting inspiration of connecting into this coldness of winter, into this full moon, this wolf moon that's like howling into the abyss of what is to come, into the unknown, is that the soul knows, you know. And even if it does feel lonely, it's worse trying to reach out to people who don't know. It's worse in a way, particularly if you've been, particularly if you're a scapegoat of the family or a black sheep, or you've gone through a lot of abuse and nobody understands, or you just feel like nobody's ever understood me. Like, that's been my life story. I mean, I'm a typical Piscean for that. I feel, hear and see everything, and nobody gets it. So I'm like destined for a soul, a lone wolf journey. But the other thing about lone wolf is that you're actually pioneering your path. And this is something that I show and illuminate the women who are working with me on the chalice journey, is that you are in that daringness to carve your path. You are illuminating yourself, and you are illuminating your own greatest leadership. And that is how you take the journey. I go on about it. It's like there's no methods that is going to get you here. No methods. Yes, you can like put them in your pocket like a crystal or in your medicine pouch, or but there's no one method that's going to get you somewhere. It's gonna like, it's like a sweet shop, really. It's going to get you so far, but then if you're really daring, you're going to go, this is actually not it either. So and this is where, when you get so far sort of down, I don't know whether you call it the spiritual journey anymore. It's like it's like radical soul reclamation journey. That's what it feels like. And I know that there's souls that are going through this. I know that there's some questions coming up. I haven't got my glasses on, but my glasses actually broke, so I can't really read them that well. But yes, I'm in England. Yeah, I'm British. You might be able to tell by my accent. Yeah, so great to have you here, and I hope that some of what I'm saying is inspirational to you. So if you're like, wow, like, what am I doing? Like, what do I actually do in this winter time? Well, we've got to break free from our programming. How do we do that? Like, how do you become who you were meant to be? Well, it's a journey. Like I said, this is why all the work I do is to guide people onto their soul journey. Because when you're doing it, you know what it is, you know how hard it is, and you know that only you can do it alone. But if there's other people there who are doing it, then they can guide you into that frequency as well. So just take a moment to like just tune into your heart. Like, are you on your soul journey right now? Are you in alignment with what is really truly calling you? What adjustments need to be made in your life so that you can feel in resonance, in alignment with how you are walking your path, as your own greatest leader of creating your reality. And this energy of carving your path through the caverns of your heart, only you can do that. Only you can truly, truly do that. And this sacred time invites us into the deep nurturance and this frequency of deep self-love. My partner and I, at the moment, we're exploring this in expressing love towards each other, but then actually turning that back around and mirroring that as like, wow, that love that I want to externalize, what if I internalize that? What if you internalize those expressions of love that you give to others? This is the rooting of deep self-care and love. So it's really, at this time, we have an opportunity to reorientate ourselves back into a deeper sense of self-care and love. And at this time, we've been programmed, there's been so much consumerism. I don't know how you've spent the end of December. I totally opted out completely of consumerism and parties and socializing. I cannot participate in that any longer. It's empty, it's void, and there's something else available. So this is a frequency that I'm talking to you about being a lone wolf, about being a pioneer, is that I recognize that is empty, that any energy that I would put into consumerism or celebrating a false event, because it's not actually the new year, it's not I found this out a couple of years ago when I journeyed into it. I was like, whoa, this is actually a void. It's not actually a new year. And by that I mean the frequency of being a human connected to nature. We are with the seasons, and that it's not a new year. It's not a real new year. That comes in the springtime when the new energy is coming, and there's various points in the year that become a new year. So right now this is still like deep soul time. Like connecting into that deep soul time. What are your dreams saying to you? What is the inspiration that's coming to you? And instead of like getting back to work next week and picking it up and getting busy again, it's like, no, hold on a minute. I am not going to get busy. I'm going to slow down. If anything, like, this is not the beginning, this is the end. This is the end of the year. Pisces is also the end of the cycle. So this is not a beginning. This is an end, but it's also, the end is the beginning. When you get into working with nature, you know what I mean. So yeah, gosh, I wish I had my glasses. I can see some messages coming up here. I'm going to look at them afterwards. And yeah, just thank you so much for listening. And yeah, if you've been following me, you'll know that I'm quite sporadic on getting on here. And every time I come on, I'm like, I'm really going to try to be here more often, but I'm going through it, my friends. I'm really living the soul journey, and one of the things that I've had to overcome through being a scapegoat and a black sheep and narcissistic abuse is the suppression of my voice. Why? Because I speak from the heart and I speak truth, and I'm an illuminator, I'm an activator, and that's confronting. That's confronting for people. So but all I'm doing is saying, hey, let's get a bit closer to living love, and apparently that's quite challenging. It's quite confronting, particularly when we're defending any kind of status quo in our lives, or if we're got too much to protect, any too much material stuff outside of ourselves to protect. We can often find love and the truth of love very challenging, because it will ask for change, and and that's not very nice, to change the ego who's been leading for a long time. Oh, there's some nice comments coming in. Thank you so much for being here. Yeah, so what else do I want to say? So this is the frequencies that's going on right now. It's this invitation. Get into the soul time, be with your dreams, be in the space. If people are like, what are your New Year's resolutions? What are you doing this year? Oh, got to get back into the grind. No, actually, no. I'm breaking the patterns. I'm breaking the mold. I am the leader. I am the creator. I am carving my new path. And don't worry if it feels like it's very lonely. You're going to get power from this aloneness, because you're going to find what truly, madly, deeply falling in love with yourself means. And that's one of the most beautiful gifts that you can receive. And that's a Christmas gift. That's the kind of gift you want to be receiving at this time of year. That truly is. So, you know, think about it for next year, and hopefully I'll be making more videos by that time, because I'll have activated my voice more. That's one of my intentions coming up is this voice activation. So maybe that's something you think about for next year, is not consuming, not complying to anything that's not in alignment with your soul. And just notice how challenging that could be, first of all, and then notice how empowering that gets when you're actually standing by yourself. And this is where, I mean, people often talk who've been through a lot of emotional abuse or any kind of abuse, it's like these boundaries, these sacred boundaries for yourself. And when you start, you can go on boundary training, right? But when you actually start reorientating and coming out of, I should do this, I should do that, and where we've been taught how to comply into a certain society that doesn't support us, there is where your boundaries are going to start rising. That's where it's going to start coming from. That's where the self-love comes from. So that will start happening naturally once you start aligning with your soul path. So yeah, and the soul path, it means as deep as you can go is as high and illuminated you will become, and as profoundly unified you will become in that unification of as above, so below, in your heart consciousness. This is the work I do. This is the work my partner does. It's not about transcendence. It's not about, this is why I say, like, all these methods, they're great. Some of them are great, but there's a lot of them which are like bypassing. And it's when we learn to go deep and we learn to go high, and then we learn how to navigate all of those emotions, and we come into this profound unification. We become the alchemists of our own reality, of our own body, of our own consciousness. And this is what is becoming available for us as we step into a new paradigm. And like I said at the beginning of this video, it only becomes available when you take the journey. I mean, you can listen to people who are really, truly in the shamanic realm, in the realm of consciousness, where you're marrying as above, so below. Like, it's a journey. You're here on a journey to reclaim why you came here, to remember, put yourself back together again, because quite frankly, all this distraction fragments the soul, fragments you, and the journey is like having this big like, multi-thousand piece puzzle in front of you. That's you. You have to put yourself back together again. Have you been doing any puzzles over this Christmas period? You might want to think about conscious puzzling. Putting yourself back together again. Yeah, so that's a journey. I mean, I know Mary Poppins is great, right? But you don't just snap your fingers and all of a sudden the puzzle is complete. It's all of these pieces of the picture, and you have to take a journey. It's like, oh, there's that image there that connects to that image there, and oh my goodness, there's an animal that comes together, or this is like the soul journey. And this is how I'm mentoring the women who are on the program with me. It's not about following my program. It's about becoming the greatest guide that you have ever been for you. How do I know how to do this? Because I had to go through radical initiations of being on my own soul journey where nobody could meet me. And everything that I had learned in terms of ceremony, methods, everything went out the window, and it's like I came in. It's like, right, okay, it's just me now. Let's put all of this to practice, like really seriously. So this is part of the lone wolf journey, being on your own, but do know that there are other people, and I know this because of people who I'm working with. When lone wolves meet, we become seriously seriously, powerfully dangerous, because the frequency of love that awakens and the recognition of each other of, yeah, you're doing this, aren't you? And it comes through frequency, so there's no cheating. There's actually no cheating. The world's not quite ready for this yet, because we're all manipulating each other and trying to cheat each other as to who we think we are. But all of that's coming to a change. Oh, you aren't on your own. Thank you so much. Oh, it does feel like I'm on my own, but I know I'm not. And thank you so much. I have felt very lonely. I'm making a new life for myself at the moment, and I'm not with my partner at the moment. I mean, we're still together, but we're not physically together at the moment, and that's part of our journey, which is extraordinarily profound in how we are cultivating new sacred partnership, and we so look forward to being ready to share that with you in the future. But right now we're kind of like solo leveling and coming into a greater and embodying deeper frequencies of these energies that are here, and you can't do it you can't do it by not doing it. You've got to find your own way. So anyway, I just wanted to get on here and shout out some love, and I'm going to I can hardly read the messages. I need to get my new glasses. Do you know what? I've broken my glasses. I've got like I'm taking one eye at a time. Can't help thinking it's part of my I need to break the old vision, and I'm getting some new vision. So I'm going to get some new glasses on Monday so that I can see things more clearly. I think it's part of my soul path at the moment. Getting new vision. That would be great, wouldn't it? So I'm going to look through your messages afterwards. Yeah. So yeah, like I said, every time I come on, I'm going to say, I'm going to try to come on again. I am going to do that. I am really going to try and share my voice more. I know, because I know I came here to activate. I know that the work that I do is real and profound. I can sit in myself and say, I freaking know that. I know that. And it's time to share more now, because I know that there's others who are looking for this light to go, oh my God, like this is madness in the world. Like where are we going? What are we doing? And I know that what I'm sharing, it comes from such a deep rooted place within my heart, and through my voice. It's an activation in itself. What do I want to say? An initiator. Yeah. Activator, initiator. So I need to step up and and do that. But thank you for being here today. I hope that some of what I've shared has been inspirational. Oh yeah, last thing, I'll speak more about this. I got a download, upload, inload, outload, whatever you want to call it, realization of changing my name. And so I'm in a process with that at the moment. So right now, I'm embracing my golden life more. It actually comes from my mother line, the name Golden. So I'm embracing the mother line energy, reinstating that and reclaiming that energy, that golden life, which is what I go on about all the time. That golden lineage, and that is what we're coming into in this sacred human, this new paradigm. We're living it. We're living that golden life. We're walking towards that, and it's true, and it's real, and it's happening. And yeah, I've activated it. I'm activating it in myself. Work in progress, but part of that is the change of my name. So I'm welcoming my motherline name, Golden, and I look forward to that empowering me more as well. It's quite amazing to have that as a name, right? I don't know why I didn't think of that sooner. It's like already in the family. So yeah, so there's some changes coming up. I'm going to be changing my website and my Instagram and all of that. But yeah, just I don't know, keep in touch, and I hope you're doing well, and I look forward to connecting and growing this work and walking this path together. Lone wolves together, we create a whole new reality, as leaders coming together, true leaders, you know, true leaders in this frequency. Right, lots of love to you. I'm going to continue my wolf walk, and yeah, have a beautiful day. Beautiful souls, beautiful day. Bye for now.